Today, we are talking about the topic of slowing it down to get stronger. I would also call this like slowing it down to feel more connected. Okay, lots of ways we could put this. I just think it's an important topic, especially in Pilates, because in group classes, privates, whatever it may be, we often see this either someone is rushing through a movement or maybe they're rushing through it and also trying to use momentum to get through the exercise. So it might just be a sign that we're not ready for that exercise yet, or we're not using all of our principles and our foundational things that we need to be thinking of and be aware of to actually initiate the movement. So let's just do a couple of examples of these and what this may look like and what we want to think about ourselves as we're doing a movement. So I always think of side lying for the legs, front kicks, and this type of thing. Maybe our inner thigh movements, whatnot. So I'm going to take this one right down to the floor with my head, finding my posture, stacking the hips, bringing the feet back. I bring the leg up. Maybe, so I'll do a side kick up and down here. Maybe I'm inhaling up, exhaling to come down. So right now I'm stabilizing through my body. I'm focusing on what I need to do. I'm thinking of all those Pilates principles. But we often see this, right? They're going all over the place. Why? Why are we doing this? Some people are doing it to try to feel more. So maybe they're missing some of the connections before they get started, right? So slow it down. Think of your powerhouse, your center, your deep core, your abdominals. Are your hips stacked, right? We need to think of all these fine little details, right? Mind-body connection, mind-muscle connection. I'm thinking of the glute. Maybe I even bring my fingers there if I'm working on initial engagement. Maybe I don't know how to engage that muscle yet, right? So inhaling up, flex, exhale down. You have to slow it down. I'm just going to tell you, if you're swinging through movements, you're not going to feel it. And I would say maybe my gym girlies can elaborate on this. Probably the same thing with a lot of movements in gym, right? You still want to use some bit of control. Of course, you're going to use those bigger push movements to get some of the bigger fast twitch muscles, but we still need to use some bit of control and think about what we're doing. So slow it down to get stronger, find that control. Another good example would be something like a roll-up. A roll-up is quite a hard exercise, especially coming all the way up from the ground. So let's say we're just working on a half roll back to strengthen, to work on the articulation of the spine, finding the C curve. Even in this movement, let's look at what happens if we're going fast or if we slow it down. So let's take the legs straight for the sake of this one. I'll stack my spine tall, my arms are out in front of me, and I'm going to do this like fast, like I'm just collapsing, going back, rushing up. I'm probably going to hurt my back. I'm probably going to get stiff in the neck, right? I'm not focusing on where I need to be feeling this, which is mainly in the core and finding that mobility through my spine. So if I slow it down, think of all my fundamentals, shoulders down and back, using my centering principle, right? Are all of my things where they need to be? Are my shoulders down and back, right? Where's my pelvis? Breath, inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, I'm tucking my pelvis. I'm starting to engage the intercostals, the muscles in between the ribs, engaging through my whole core. So on that slow exhale, the muscles are recruiting deeper, stronger. Inhale as I hold, exhale, same connection to bring myself up. Inhale tall, okay? So big difference between swinging through a movement, going really fast, So essentially, I guess it's you just need to be applying all of your Pilates principles, or as many as you can, right? It takes practice to think of all these things, and revisit your basics, your fundamentals, start with slower controlled movements, and get stronger from there. So slow it down when in doubt. Hope to see you next one. Let me know if you have any other topics that you're curious about in the world of Pilates.